Matt kind of went over like the mindset of what we're doing at Dodge and all the history and the people working on the cars. These are the same people that brought you the Demons, the Vipers, the 170s, all the fun stuff. So we really do have a passion for these cars. Not only do we build them for the people that want them, but we build them for ourselves. It's like we're gonna build something that we want to have fun in, that puts a smile on our face. We actually do give a shit about the product, and hopefully you can see that passion roll over into the actual product when you guys drive it. Dayon explained kind of how this is first and foremost a muscle car, especially from the outside. Wide, big, boisterous, flat front end, wide bodies on all models, no matter what wheel and tire package is on it. Jeff kind of explained that the interior is totally reinvented. High back seats, attitude adjustment lighting all throughout. The UI experience through the steering wheel and changing drive modes and doing all the fun race options. So we really do try to, we built this thing as a muscle car first and foremost, and the electrification part is just kind of a new, fun, different way that we can have fun and get more performance out of the car. So part of my job on the Dodge brand, working for Matt, is how do we really build the fun into the DNA of the car? We talked about all the hardware, what it looks like, some of the UI experience, but really when you come down to it, it's like how much fun can you have in the car? And that's part of our job to say, hey, it has to look, feel, sound, drive like a Dodge. So I'll cover a few of those things. We'll get over the differences between these two cars, and then we'll get out and drive them. So one of the biggest things, and it was mentioned before, is the Fratzonic chambered exhaust. So it's more than just sound generation. There's a bunch of inputs that the car provides feedback on. And to me, that's the biggest thing that it's doing. It's providing feedback to that 670 horsepower car, where if you have it on silent, sometimes it's hard to tell what the car's doing. So one of the really cool things, you'll experience all the different startup, shutdown in person. Sounds really cool when it's driving. One of the really cool things to tie into though that we've done differently is the regenerative braking. So on this car, you can mess with the regenerative braking right from the paddles. I've been using them on the fly, kind of driving them like an ice car, downshifting. When I'm at highway speeds, kind of just letting the car cruise so it's not as jerky. And then using the brake regen on paddles when I'm coming into a corner or coming into a stop. Use it however you guys want, but it's definitely something new that we've done on this car, that the Fratzonic will give feedback to how much brake regen you're actually using. So you know what's going on. You're not just slamming to a halt, not knowing why. You get that feedback through the Fratzonic and all that. So those are two of the awesome things about how we actually made the fun into the DNA of this car. A few more things before we get into the details and just how they're different so you know what you're driving today. The drive modes. So the drive mode is right from the steering wheel. Change everything from the steering feel, the suspension. The Scat Pack's got the dual valve adaptive suspension on it. So you'll feel that. Put it in drag mode and you'll feel the front end come up. It feels like a muscle car of the past, kind of similar to the Demons when you had those in drag mode. Put it in track mode. All the dual valve suspension will go full stiff. Drag mode, full 670 horsepower all the time. Track mode down at 536 to basically extend the life of the car on the track. And all the modes in between, sport, wet, snow, auto. If you're not in full horsepower mode at any time, boom, hit the power shot and you're up to 670. So it's something that we kind of did differently this year on the car for track mode to try to get the car out on the track as long as you can. You don't need all the power all the time, and use that power shot button when you can. Last little thing is, we feel like this thing is a muscle car. If you look at the wheel and brake and tire package on the Scat Pack, we're bringing that down from what we will have as the SRT model. So staggered wheels and tires, massive Brembo 6-piston brakes. The one different thing about these cars from the outgoing cars, it's funny, it's like these cars excel at some of the stuff that muscle cars kind of sucked at in the past. It's like the braking and handling on these cars is absolutely phenomenal. I cannot wait till you guys actually get there and drive it, but I'll shut up now about the car. We'll be here all day. If you guys have any questions like, oh, wonder why they did that, wonder why that's like that, grab one of us. We'll love to talk to you about it. 2 more seconds though, just to give you a quick lineup. So 24 model year, so this year we're doing the 2-door versions of the RT and Scat Pack. Super easy for 25, we bring in the 4-door versions. For end of 25, so second half, we'll bring in the ICE version. So there'll be a 6-pack HO at 550 horse and a 6-pack SO at 420 horse. So that's kind of our lineup and what we're rolling through with the multi-energy. We've kind of set it up to, we've got mobility of where we want to spend our energy and with both the electric and the ICE powertrains. Not going to go through all of this, but I do want to give you just the main differences between the cars. So this is the RT Stage 1, 496 horse, Scat Pack Stage 2, 670 horse. The main difference is the horsepower levels and then the hardware in them. So we talked about the big wheel brake and suspension package on the Scat Pack. All of the Scat Packs out here you'll drive today have the track package on them. So that means the big wheels, tires, brakes. None of the RTs will have the track package on them. They all have the base brake package on them, but you'll still see some of them are equipped with the Plus package, blacktop. It gives you still a bigger wheel and tire package, even than our outgoing original Hellcat. So these are 20 by 10s, 275s on all 4 corners. Also, we're all about performance. It's fun. We're having fun in the meantime. But on the way here this morning, I just wanted to try it out again. But all these cars have level 2, so hands-on level 2 driving. Try it out on the highway. The car steered itself the whole way here this morning. So it's just a fun little extra, with all the safety. They come with a lot of safety standards. So that's it for now. Like I said, we'll be around all day. So ask us any questions you guys want. We'd love to talk to you about it. But turn it over to Kristen and we'll go.